Welcome to Constructoid, everybody! Today, we're going to talk about parenting in the age of gaming. And we've got two of gaming's biggest parents to join us in the discussion. Big Daddy and the king of all cosmos.
Hey, aren't you going to welcome me, too?
Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone, please, welcome little sister to the program as well.
You shouldn't have done that. When people welcome me, it makes Big Daddy very nervous.
Right. So let's get started. When it comes to video games, it seems like a lot of parents today are being ruled by fear, disinterest, or some combination of the two. A lot of plus 40-year-old adults are parents, and they've also never played a video game in their lives, so it's natural for video games to seem foreign and strange to them. Add that to the fact that anti-gaming sentiment is everywhere in mainstream media.
That means putting away the Xbox.
And you can see why these parents might find the world of gaming to be unapproachable at best, and a potentially mind-warping, evil influence on their children at worst.
Daddy doesn't allow video games in the house. They might hurt me.
No video games, huh? Well, what does he allow then?
Giant syringes, headless dolls, insect swarms created by psychic powers, traditional family values.
How about books, or movies, or...
Of course not. Those things contain ideas. He wouldn't want them to have an unhealthy influence on my delicate mind.
So instead of gaming, what kind of healthy stuff do you do to pass the time?
Oh, lots of things. I splash around in the water, then listen to old records while I dry. I'll play with Dolly and then extract fluids from strange men. Harvest the remains of eviscerated corpses.
Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna move on to the king for a second. King, what do you make of Big Daddy's parenting techniques? What do you mean? So you don't care if your kid plays video games? You're not worried about how video games or the rest of the world might influence the development of your son? Right, but there is the fact that your son, the prince, is effectively gaming's biggest serial killer. He's destroyed entire planets, including Earth, hasn't he? My point is, the controlling hands-on approach and the disconnected hands-off approach to parenting, both of them may not be the best techniques to raise a well-adjusted child, especially when it comes to video games. On one end, you do have to get involved, but not to the detriment of your child's ability to safely discover the outside world and in the process, discover themselves.
What do you mean, outside world?
Have you looked around you? There's a whole world out there, right now. All around you. Just waiting to be explored. Take a look.
Holy sh**. You're right. Look at all this stuff.
And my point is that video games are just another part of today's world, and as such, they're just another tool for parents to use to get to know their children. Find out what kind of games your kids like. Play those games with your kids. Get to understand what they see in those games, and in the process, you'll really get to know your kid. The better you know your kid, the more you'll know how to talk to them, and the more they'll respect your guidance in the long run. And remember, your kid's mind is the most important force in their lives, much more powerful than anything they'll experience in the outside world. If they like games that have a lot of violence or sex or something else you don't like in them, it's not because they've been brainwashed. It's because those are the games that speak to your kid for whatever reason. As a parent, it's your job to find out why that is. It's not your job to tell them what to like. If you can understand why they like it, you can work from there. Simple as that.
Or keep them safe from all external influences in a submerged underwater layer.
Man, I wish my original guest panelist didn't have to cancel. He's the best parent ever. Metal Gear.